Hello everybody, welcome back to Cinders. This is the second episode, and it seems to be a pretty interesting game. Let's see where we left off. A trip to the town. Finally, at the town! I should probably head straight to Tobias's shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everyone seems to be surrounding that building. I wonder if someone around here can tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you tell me what that crowd is for? Oh, child, haven't you heard? A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hideout there. Bastards kidnapped a child. I'm sure you know it's market day today. A lot of folks come into town to trade their wares. But there's also the unwelcomed element. You know what I mean. One of the merchants caught some ruffians red-handed stealing from him. Like it's no one's business. So we naturally grabbed whatever pointy thing came handy and made sure these lowlifes know we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. But those scum grabbed a child and locked themselves up in that house. They're threatening to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter. That's horrible! Oh, the poor mother. Thank goodness. Some lads noticed Perrault, the captain of the prince's guards, drinking in the inn. A few men went to fetch him from the tavern, grabbed that blade of his, went into the house without saying a thing. I wish that good-for-nothing husband of mine would be so brave. But he's only good for drinking and complaining, I tell you. I've been silent like a graveyard in the night since the captain went in. Who knows what happened there? Oh, such awful times we live in. That truly is sad. Thank you for telling me. I hope that child doesn't get hurt. If the captain of the guard plans to fight, it's sure to be dangerous in there. Wait! Everyone stop talking. Did something happen? Someone's coming outside. Is that the captain of the guard? The child is safe now. Someone get rid of the bodies. Perrault. That's a lot of belts. Whoa! Did he take care of an entire gang of bandits on his own? He acts like it wasn't a big deal. To be honest, he looks like a bandit. And if I were to make a prediction now, I'd say that he's in charge of them. That is my prediction. He just disappeared without even waiting for any thanks. It feels like he doesn't care what anyone thinks of him. I'm intrigued to know what sort of man could do such a heroic and yet do something so heroic and yet remain so motionless about the whole thing. It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief! Uh-oh. I'm running late now. I better see Tobias right away. Tobias's store is neat and well organized, as usual. From the look of things, he's been doing well for himself. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants of the market. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything all right? You seem a bit pale. I've just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of brigands kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens! Did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the solution quickly with his sword. As messy as it seems, that his job. Glad to hear everyone's all right. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how to feel about it. You always had a gentle heart, Cinders. Have you missed it? Well, it's been so long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? Much the same. Cormosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage. And there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come and speak to me anytime you want. Tobias. That cheekbone's very strong. We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly catch a glimpse of each other. It really is a shame. You're right. It feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions. Ha ha ha! Such a true statement. I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Cormosa. I'm here to pay you for, well, whatever she asked for. She's being so secretive about the whole thing. Oh, that? Now I'm even more curious about this errand. Ask him. So what exactly did Cormosa ask you to do anyway? It sounds mysterious. I'm afraid I can't tell you. Why not? Well, I promised Cormosa I wouldn't tell anyone. I would like to keep my word. Also, it's basic business ethics, Cinders. Cormosa's not worth it. Cormosa isn't worth such a honorable treatment. She doesn't treat any of us nearly as well. That may be true, but I gave my word. Cormosa might be honorable, but I certainly am. Might not be honorable. Or at least trying to keep my standards. Oh, but you can tell me. Remember how close friends we were as children? Why can't you tell me, for old time's sake? I gave my word. A promise is a promise, and I intend to keep it. It's about keeping my honor, and it doesn't matter if Cormosa is a good person or not. Jeez. Now please, don't ask about it again. Fine, I understand. Anyway, Cormosa said that I was supposed to give you some money for this job. That's true. I'm surprised that she would send you to pay for it. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say. Just an estimate? That means Cormosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could just negotiate a discount, I might get Cormosa's good grace. Or even get some money for myself. So we can appeal to friendship, be seductive, haggle, or let him have the full price. I say let's be seductive. Oh, it's 200 sovereigns? That's what the original estimate, yes. Aw. Is that much? Even for me? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you and I go so far back, and I've always thought there was something special between us, you know? A spark. I thought that with a relationship as close as ours, you'd treat me differently from Cormosa. Well, customer is a customer. That may be true, but I like you more than your other customers do. Don't you feel the same way about me? Wait, are you trying to charm me, Cinders? Because I think you're really overdoing the whole flutter your eyelashes business. It's nothing like I've had a lot of chance to practice, so you better start appreciating my efforts. Haha, I'm just trying to give honest criticism here. Friend to a friend. He is an asshole. But sure, you are special to me. I suppose 175 sovereigns would satisfy you. That sounds perfect. It's so sweet of you to lower the price for me. Haha, I'm really shocked. You never like this when we were children. You changed. You mean? There's no mistaking you for a child anymore. You've definitely become a woman. Ugh. Oh, well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. It was meant as one. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but You're really not so different from Cormosa. What? What are you talking about? You tried to get me to lower the price, even though I'm your friend. So that doesn't mean I'm like Cormosa. That woman is cruel and manipulative. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. She's a little bit of a hypocrite because technically I did try to manipulate him. But you only see one side of Cormosa. Her life isn't easy either. She's a single woman working to keep her family from falling apart. It's not an easy job, but she's very good at it. It takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. I think you're a better person than she is, but you both have the same spark. You're clever and you know what you want. You'd be a good leader. I suppose you have a point. I never thought about Cormosa like that before. People aren't simply good or bad. I said that a little bit too airy. People simply aren't good or bad. And those who are bad, things usually have a reason for it. You really are a wise man, Tobias. I've always liked that about you. I'm happy I could see you again. The pleasure is all mine. I hope that you come again soon. I'll do my best. Until next time we meet, then. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Cormosa I fulfilled my part of the deal soon, and she shall be expecting my representation to come by sometime tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you have your representatives nowadays. Oh, comes with the trade. I guess. Start throwing coin around and suddenly you find yourself surrounded with people eager to run errands for you. Coin, you say? And I thought it had more to do with your magnetic personality. I used to be magnetic, but it made trade in metalware much too risky for me, so I stopped. He's flirting. Whew. Oh, people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by fast-flying cutlery. There was a time in my life when I was forced to eat with my hands, but I prefer not to speak about it. Haha, oh, I missed our talks, Tobias. Me too, Cinders. Hope I'll see you again soon. I hope so too. Take care, friend. Okay. I really miss the old days when Tobias and I played together. I'm so glad that I could see him again. Your every decision matters. The branch icon appears when your current events are consequence of your earlier choices and could be different on another playthrough. Okay, so I just saw it. And I even have an extra 25 sovereigns for myself. I can stop by the tavern and treat myself with this money. But if I brought it back to Cormosa, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Okay, so do I go to the inn or do I bring them back? She was a little rude to me, so I'm just gonna go to the inn. This place looks full of life. Although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. I hear this is an inn that attracts some of the less honest people in town, but at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff and proper place I'm forced to call home. Cormosa and her daughters are all too proud to do anything fun. Well, I'm not going to be like that. I'll order a huge mirror and a beer to go along with it. Oh, the captain of the guard is still here. He's all alone in the corner. I wonder if he'd let me sit with him. Let's approach him. Why not? I'm already spending time drinking beer at the tavern. I might as well just take the plunge. Well, he's looking at me at least. But he's not talking. Hello? Hello. Do you mind if I sit here? There's plenty of free tables in here, but it seems like you've already made up your mind. Thank you. I just wanted to chat with you. Is that okay? Are you really the captain of the Prince's Guard? I am. The king appointed me to the position himself. Ever since his death 2 years ago, I served the prince. And now, how's the prince doing? What's it like to serve under him? Do you like it? He's the prince, my ruler, and liege. That's all that matters for me. Oh, I see. I saw you rescue that kidnapped child this morning. That was really impressive. It was simply my duty. I suppose. Let's flatter him. You were so brave to fight all those bandits. There's nothing impressive about fighting 3 terrified ruffians who can't do little more to hide behind a child. And there's certainly no honor in killing them. But you didn't have a choice. They would have killed that poor child if you hadn't stepped in. That's true, but that doesn't mean I should be proud of what I did. There's no glory in killing, and it's a shame that things had to end the way they did. I think I understand. Even so, I think you did the right thing, and you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. There aren't many men in this world who can handle that sort of responsibility that you take on. You're an interesting girl. Might I know your name? I'm called Cinders. An odd choice. Well, my name is Perrault. My father used to call me that because of my hair. Now it's stuck. Though my sisters addressed it sounds more like an insult. I see. Then I wish you well, Cinders. Perrault's so unusual on the surface. He might be considered cold or cruel, but he takes his responsibilities very seriously. Being captain of the Prince's Guard can't be an easy task. Well, I should probably return to my meal before it grows cold. And then I should head back home. It's getting late. And now we go back to our residence? Okay. The journey back to my house was much too short. I'm not looking forward to facing Carmosa or my sisters again. At least I've got a rare reprieve from their insults today. I wish it had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Carmosa told me to hurry back and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. Cinders, do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Let's apologize. We don't want to poke the dragon. I apologize. There's a lot of commotion in town and I sort of got caught up in... Enough with your excuses. They make you look so pathetic. If you choose to ignore my orders, at least have the pride to stand your decision instead of skimpering like that. The child you once were is gone. You must be a woman now. Have more pride in yourself. However, you have nothing more than a lazy, useless little girl. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take a little solace in that. Is it too much to hope that you managed to keep some money I gave you? Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that's what I paid him. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it's the foolishness to expect from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. What are you talking about? You never take the first offer. Anyone who conducts business, no. Anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend. He would not... Enough! I'm not interested in your excuses. What a disaster. You're more useless than I could have imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that. But Silence! Get out of my sight! Just looking at you makes me ill. You would go to your room and stay there until you're summoned. Is that clear? Yes. Ooh. Meanwhile... My lord, I've been told you wanted to see me. I have been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. I also heard you handled the situation rather admirably. For that I commend you. Thank you, my lord, but the truth is I regret having to kill so many men. They could have even put up a fight. Such a burden of those in position of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It's not a choice, but a duty. But you have performed your task to perfection. You honor me with your words, my lord. You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he considered you a friend. If the king spoken so, I'm honored by such confidence. Truly? What do you think of my father? How is it to serve under him? The king was a wise, skillful, and strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere. That's what I've heard of everyone who knew him. Already, I fade in comparison. My prince, I have not yet been crowned. His father's last wish was that I should find a wife first. No doubt, he wished that I could find someone capable of rooting by my side. Of course, every noble in the land is eagerly pushing the ineligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on, a queen who can support my agenda no matter how hard it's going to be. I'm a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little of romance and politics. Nonsense! My father entrusted you in matters more than war, and I too am willing to do that. Please advise me, not as captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not a safe place for discussion of such delicate matters. The walls have ears, and I would not wish to search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. Might we go hunting together tomorrow morning? I think we would find the forest a much safer place for discussion. Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen you, there's no one to succeed you in the throne. Is that so? I can imagine anything safer than being famous captain of the guard by my side. Is that what you wish, my lord? That is indeed what I wish. Now you can go, my friend, my prince. Good old Perold, brave captain of the royal guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the renegade war, reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls, not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not have been fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. Prince Bastille. Basil? Bastille? Basile? Basil. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. Because when I become king and start realizing my plans, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. Okay, I'm sorry, but I think that's all the time we have today. We'll have to resume at a later date. Until then, I hope you all enjoy.